Yeah, 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 Urko. Hey, 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 look.
Yeah, what's going on? I go by the name of Steph Urkel, and welcome back to another episode of the Millennium Dungeon. Here, this is the podcast where we have fun, we talk our shit like two toilet seats, and we just have a good time. Here we got our co-host.
Sylvette, hello.
What's going on?
Oh, nothing much. Just chilling. How about you?
I love the hand motion, just chilling. You know, I'm kicking it like a donkey who trying to be funky. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, adding a little something to it now.
A little something light, little something light. You know what I'm saying? And here we on this episode, we got a friend of mine on, goes by the name of Lonnie. We went to school together, and he's going to be our guest for the day. What's going on, man?
Just relaxing, preparing for the work week.
yeah, man. It's been a long time since we've seen each other. How you been?
Can't complain, really. Just I feel like working a lot. I see why adults say time flies so fast.
Man, listen, I still feel like I just walked across that stage, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Clarion feel like so long ago, but it wasn't.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah, so, but I appreciate you for coming on the episode and geeking out with us.
I know.
Oh, little reunion. Look at y'all.
That's what's up. So, obviously, we know what the topic is, Stranger Things. You know what I'm saying? I would do the little theme music, but I ain't trying to embarrass myself. So, obviously, we all talked about this. We got discovered and put on to Stranger Things at different times. So, how did y'all get introduced to the show Stranger Things?
Well, I've been watching it since the first season. Someone I was dating at the time, they were really into it. They were talking about it as it was leading up to it being released. And I was like, whatever. Like, I guess I'll watch it. And I watched an episode and I was in it. The duffers, they got me.
It's good. The first season was popping. How about you, Lonnie?
So I usually watch everything because I work from home. So like I usually always have something on in the background. And I ran out of stuff to watch, and that's when season 4 came out. So there was like the buzz and everybody was talking about it. And I was like, okay, season 4, I haven't watched any, like it'll give me something to watch for a minute. So I just got into it. And just like Sylvette said, once I watched one, I was kind of hooked and there was no going back.
I think that's how I was too. Cause I think it came on when we was still in Clinton, right? We was in college when that happened.
Yeah.
All of us was in college. So it's like, I think I got put onto it because like I just saw a trailer on YouTube and I'm like, let me check this out. I'm bored. When I tell you, I think I skipped the class just to watch that shit. Like I was hooked on this genre. I skipped my English class. I was like, fuck, I gotta see what happened to my girl. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's real good. Like, and it's like for people that like 80s movies, it's like it gravitates to you too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I think it's like that's what makes the show so cool because like it's something for everybody. Like, if you like sci-fi, it's for you. If you like nostalgia with 80 movies and stuff like that, it's for you. If you just like scary genre, it's for you. So like, I think that's why it's one of the best shows on Netflix because I think it's like it targets every audience. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Actually, when you mentioned it, I don't know if it came out first or Stranger Things, but the boy who plays Mike was in it. And that's also like around the 80s and stuff. So when that came out, I thought Stranger Things was like connected to it because it had the boy in it. And I'm like, oh, it's in the 80s, small town, supernatural stuff going on. So I think that's another thing that got me to watch it too. And then as I'm watching, I'm like, wait a minute, where the clown at? Like the same, it's not the same. So they're two different things.
The Pennywise and the Upside Down shit.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Yeah, I think So like I think Stephen King's It came out like a year or two after. Because like you can tell like he's a little older because like in season 1 they like babies, ain't they?
Yeah.
Yes.
They kind of like 13, 14, they look like. Yeah. So it's just like, and you just get to see them grow older and older. So that makes it like kind of cool too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all got any favorite characters on the show? Don't be shy now.
I think everyone's favorite character this season was Eddie. He was mine for sure. And I also like Erica.
What about you, Lonnie? You look like you about to say something controversial.
He doesn't like Eddie.
I feel feel like I don't like anyone who everyone likes. So since everyone kind of just gravitates to Eddie, it kind of like pushes me away.
Oh Lord.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you didn't like Titanic, huh? You thought that was a subpar movie.
I never seen Titanic. I ain't gonna hold you.
It was all right.
Disconnecting.
Oh damn. I'm sorry. Like I just get the plot for Titanic is so simple to me. I
feel like they've remade that movie 50 times and it's the same storyline every time. So
yeah.
Really, one thing at a time. First, you don't like Eddie. Now you don't like. This is very overwhelming.
yeah, but if I had to pick someone, I think I might pick Steve, just because like on a more real note, like you see him go from like this tool who's an idiot and just messes everything up, and he kind of like gets his act together and becomes like this good guy who's like part of the squad. So I like that.
Yeah, I think Steve's mine too, and obviously Dustin is a second favorite of mine. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah, because like I feel like he's the smartest one out the group, and like he just keeps it real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he's just like real straightforward with everything and shit like that. And Steve, like you said, like his like character arc, like it evolves after season and stuff like because like the first season we like at least the first half of the season we want to hate him, but then by the end of the first season we like, oh damn, he ain't that bad. Then the second season, he kind of become like the father figure or the big brother of the kids and stuff like that.
Yeah, always
And I thought that was pretty cool. I'm like, all right, I see you, boy. Yeah. But and he's funny, you know what I'm saying? So I can see that. I can see why you like Erica too, Savette. She's funny as hell. She the big.
Yeah, I feel like this show, I mean, there's like so much stuff happening, like so much weird supernatural stuff. And I feel like Erica's one of the few people that be like, ain't this weird? Like everyone else is just going along with it. And she's like, no, the sky not red. Like what is happening? Yeah. So you always need somebody to keep things grounded in reality.
When you think about it, she kind of like the voice of the audience a little bit.
I thought so.
Yeah. What you was about to say, Lonnie?
I feel like I got to put Jim Hopper up there too. I mean, I feel like if I was in his position, all this stuff started happening, I'd have bounced. Like, there's no way I'm about to stay here and protect this small town. Like, I'd have been out. So him to like go through all that, and then especially at the end, like the stuff he had to do to like break out of the prison and stuff, I was like, oh no, there's no way. I wouldn't have done it.
I'll be dead, yo. I ain't gonna hold you. He did a lot with a broken foot too. Like he was on he was escaping bullets. He was on a ski jump. I'm like, man, he turned a Mission Impossible real quick.
I know I guess it's like a spoiler for people who haven't seen it yet, like the whole series. But the part where they were luring, I guess, the Demogorgons from the lab into the main part to kill them all.
Yeah.
When he was running down the hallway, I was just thinking I would have tripped or something. Like I don't know how he made it. Because I always think about like watching shows like this when they have this plan that they have to make. And you get one chance to make the plan work. Otherwise, it's it. They don't go through it or practice it or nothing. So you got to go in knowing, like, even though your leg messed up and stuff, you better run and make it through the thing and get to where you need to be. Otherwise, you ruin the mission. And I was just thinking, dang, Hopper's strong, because I don't think I would have did it.
He low key is strong, because like in that part when the Demogorgon was on him, he had like the jaw and mouth shut.
Yes.
I was like, yo, I've been folded. I'm like, please, Lord.
Yes.
I think I would have folded. I think I'd have folded when he got his ankle broken. Like I wasn't really paying attention. So at first I thought the dude was hitting the shackle. And my dad was like, no, he's hitting his leg. And I was like, oh no, there's no way I can get it through that. There's no way.
I wouldn't even be able to get the question out. Like, hi, sir, can you break my ankle? I couldn't ask that because I would be.
I'll be like, wait, chill. I'm playing. Damn. I couldn't do it, man. I've been fooled. I'm like, all right, like jail ain't that bad. You know what I'm saying? We used to get bread, watery ass soup. You know what I'm saying? You learning a new language, Russian. It's something you didn't know before.
Man,
you know so it's educational. So I don't know. I'll just be a prisoner. But that's crazy. I think like another underrated character that I feel like a lot of people don't like. I feel like a lot of people kind of sleep on low key is I think Lucas.
Lucas?
I think Lucas kind of slept on. Lucas and Max.
I kind of agree, but I feel like in the past they didn't really give him much to do. I remember in like the first season, when 11 was introduced. He was kind of unsure about her. He was kind of iffy on her.
Yeah.
So he was like that character, like, who's she? I don't know about her. So, but like his story didn't really have anything to do until Max came along. So I'm glad that they at least gave him and her opportunity to actually have a story. But you're right. I think he is a little bit slept on.
Yeah.
Because he's not the hero or anything, you know?
All he had was that slingshot, didn't he? Remember the second season? He had that corny ass slingshot. He thought he was a Black Dennis the Menace.
At least Steve had a bat. Like, and again, they didn't practice. He didn't practice with it. So
that's true.
I think Lucas is slept on, but I don't think Max is slept on. I'm not like, I feel like, of course now, like, not to be a spoiler, but like now she's gonna have a bigger role because of everything going on.
Yeah.
But like other than that, she was like an add-on of an add-on because like she didn't even get her part until her brother got her part first, or his part first, and now she's kind of just being spun up to get a storyline.
That's true. Yeah, I was I didn't really like Boyd to begin with, so like when he got like the third season, I was like, oh well, man, because he was racist, wasn't he? Wasn't like, am I lying?
He
wasn't
was.
Season 2 because he didn't like Lucas, right?
he was
Yeah.
racist.
Yeah, he didn't like Lucas.
Yeah, because he was black. He was racist.
People really acted like because he redeemed himself, he sacrificed himself, that to me, that don't make him a good guy. Like, you could be a bad person and do good things. That doesn't cancel out the bad stuff. Like you tried to run over kids with your car. Like that don't change for me. So it's like, okay, you sacrificed yourself for the town, but you still suck.
Yeah.
So I'm not really a Billy fan, but
no, teachers.
Based on that, do you think Steve is a good person?
I think
so, because at the core, like I think Billy was actually doing stuff because he was a jerk. Like he wanted to terrorize these people. I don't think Steve in the first season was like a bad person. I think you're just like a teenager. Yeah. You know, like you're on the top of the world, you're popular, you're playing basketball. Like you don't have to care or be considerate or this kind of person because the world is at your feet. But I think when he got out of school and he learned a little bit more experience stuff, then he kind of came into his own. You found out, oh, he's a good guy. He's not this selfish jerk. Billy sucks though.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, I mean, Steve got the chance to make that transition where, and I mean, Steve put his life on the line. I don't know how many times, and he just like he made it through. So he had the chance to make that like transition from being that jerk to being like the good guy. Where Billy, like his first chance he had to take it, he got smoked. So like he really didn't even.
Yeah, like, maybe if he had more time to show, maybe. But like that's the only shot he got. I figured that's the least you could do.
No, he had to go. I'm sorry. You know, and the problem I had with Billy, I can't go with the fact that he was racist over some. Listen, here's my thing, man. I'm a big sci-fi person. I'm a big horror film person. So when I see like elements of racism in a horror or sci-fi show, I'm like, ew, why? It's like, 'cause you think about it. You believe in zombies, vampires, monsters, witches, but then you see a black person, you like, I don't know. What you mean you don't know? You ain't got no problem with that Demogorgon. You don't got no problem with that monster, but you got a problem with me. Like, come on, dog. Like, you gotta go.
And then people who watch the show, they watch, even though his brain was taken over by the thing or whatever, he killed people.
Exactly.
And they can, the racism is like, oh, he's racist, yeah, but he killed someone. And it's like, y'all excuse all this other stuff, but the racism is like, eh.
Yeah, it's all right. It is the 80s.
It was the 80s. Like, what that mean?
I'm sorry, he had to go. I don't like
he had to go. He was trying to mess up Mike's parents' relationship, trying to sleep with the mom. He had to go.
He was wild.
I'm not gonna lie to you though. Mike's mom, low key was for the streets though.
She was showing up at the pool. She was showing up a little bit.
Yeah, she was about to take that mission over to his crib too. If she didn't see the husband and the kid on the couch, she was about to take that little ride.
She said, "It's summer for me too." Mm-hmm.
For the streets, and like it don't make no sense. But she didn't though. She redeemed herself too, I guess. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what would have happened if she didn't see the husband and the daughter. But
true.
What y'all feel about what's the name of the dude with the glasses, the bald head dude that be helping Joyce out and Hopper?
Oh, the crazy dude?
Yeah.
Like this Murray.
Murray. Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. What y'all think about him?
I think he has a lot for the show. I think he's a wild dude. He's definitely out there. But I think his character like adds something to the show. Like the first time I watched him, or not the first time, but I remember the one scene where he was trying to figure something out and he started taking a shot to vodka and he turned the jazz on.
Mhm.
You know, remember that scene I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Season.
So I was like, this dude is crazy. And by the time he was done, I was like, I mean, he's not that bad.
Yeah.
So I feel like that scene, he kind of won me over for some reason.
Yeah, he cool to me. He funny. What about you,
Yeah.
Zoe?
He had to grow on me at first because I don't know. We already had like the comedic relief character to me on the last season.
Mhm.
So I was like, who's this guy? What is his deal? But he definitely won me over after a while because it's just his attitude. Like when the kids be coming in or whatever, he's like, who's this? Like he's just
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
like his impatience, and he's just so frustrated and annoyed by everything. He just wants to get it done. I thought that's a nice change, and like compared to how all the other characters are, it's nice that he's kind of like wacky, I guess.
I like his character because like he's like the comic relief when it comes to being in the group of Joyce and Hopper.
Yeah, the grown up and
Yeah, he's like
Yeah.
the grown up relief when it comes to them, and like obviously Dustin is the comic relief when it comes to them. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I like his character. I think he was a good addition to the second season and the rest of the whole series. So that's what I liked about it.
You know who I miss though? Who they killed off last season? The Russian guy. I forget his name, but he was hanging out with them and he liked Slurpees.
Oh yeah, like Alex or something like that.
Yeah, he was helping
That's
them out.
incredible.
Oh, I was so devastated when he didn't make it.
He did. How did he get murdered? Because somebody snuck up behind him at a carnival, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Carnival. Yep.
Yeah, damn.
He was having a great time and everything. I'm like,
Yeah. He won a toy. He had a corn dog. I'm like, damn, this is his first trip to America, dog. He got murdered.
"Oh."
Oh,
Dang it.
I think it's his character. Who's another character that was? Oh, you know who we forgot? Robin.
oh yeah.
People be sleeping on her too.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not too crazy about Robin's character.
Why you gotta explain?
I liked her a lot more last season than I did this season. Like, I think this might be why, I guess we'll get into it because I wasn't as into the season as I've been the other seasons. But last season, I felt like she was more of like a loner, but she had a sense of like who she was and what she wanted to do. Like I had a strong sense of who her character was. And this season, she's so fidgety and talking real fast and super nervous and all of that. And it's like, she just seems like a different person to me. So, especially when you put her next to someone like Nancy, who's been pretty much the same throughout the series, pretty consistent in who she is. And Robin, I thought used to be like that last season. And then this season to have her with Nancy, someone like Nancy who's a little more confident and sure of herself. And then Robin's like questioning herself and, oh, I'm so clumsy. Oh, man. Oh. It's like, why are you like that? Like you weren't like that before. Why are you so awkward?
Not sure. I think that teenager, she's just being a teenager too. Because you gotta remember, like, she was already in high school. As I feel like we just didn't really pay attention to it because we always saw her like at the workplace when she was working with Steve at the ice cream joint. So we didn't really get to see her in that school element. And the kids, they was just like in middle school. They this is like their first year in high school. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, they are in ninth grade, right?
Yeah, they just got to ninth grade. You know what I'm saying? So we're seeing them like transition into like the teenage years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess that's an interesting point. I would just think that if Robin already seemed like the only thing that she seemed unsure about last season was her sexuality. And now that that's been addressed in like the summer pass, she went through this crazy thing with the government. She helped save the world. She beat this creature. And then she comes back all like, it's like you took like 2 steps back.
Yeah, I feel you.
So I was a little confused by that, but she's fine.
You said all that. Like, she,
All that to say, she's okay.
What about you, Lottie?
Honestly, I think next season she's gonna have a bigger role. What was that one dude's name who he was an older dude hanging out with Dustin, like the guitar dude.
Eddie.
Eddie, yeah. So since Eddie got killed, I think she's going to play a bigger role now. And with the other deaths that happened too, I think Susie's going to play a bigger role now moving forward too. And I kind of like Susie. I think Susie's done.
Yeah, she's a good character. I like the part in season 3 when they were singing together.
Yeah.
I did not expect that, John, because I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know what song that was. I had to look it up. I'm like, what's this?
You ain't never seen or remember the story?
I never watched it. I never watched that movie. Did you, Lonnie? Or am I crazy?
I didn't either. Nope.
No, I'm lying. I ain't seen them in the story until I was like 23, so that wasn't my childhood.
Yeah, that came out like 80s, right? Early 80s?
I think so.
So that
was our time.
But yeah, but I thought that was cool. I think she's smarter than Dustin. You know what I'm saying? As far as like computer tech wise.
I think she might be the smartest one in the group, like out of everybody.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I think they're gonna use her more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now I got a question for y'all though. Do y'all think this is the best season on so far, or y'all like other seasons better than this one?
Yes and no.
Explain.
I think it's the best season for as far as like what they set up, because there's so much that's left unanswered that I think it gets you excited for what's to come for the next season.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't really like the season only because it just felt predictable. Like I feel like I figured the formula out where it's like something supernatural happens, it's affecting the town. We get introduced to a couple new people. They all don't make it, but the kids make it out okay, and the adults make it out okay, and then the town gets saved, and it's like, you know. So it's like I already know that they're gonna come out all right. So it's like
fair. What about you, Lon?
So to piggyback, I feel the same way, but I feel like it's hard for me to say that because, again, I've watched it all within like the past 2-3 weeks, so I binge watched it all. So like the effect that she's saying, you know, like all the cliffhangers and the unanswers that they have, like it weighs heavier with me now because now I have to wait. Where at the end of season 1, I just started 2, and at the 2, I just started 3. So like I never waited between the other seasons. So this is like the first season I have to wait to see, you know, how they're going to come in and answer all those unanswered.
Yeah, makes sense. Like I think this season was second best to me. Like, cause like Sylvester said, it's kind of like you kind of predicted a little bit. Like after a while, you kind of see the plot formula for it. I'm like, all right, I know who about to get murked now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I think second season is my favorite. Like the joint when Will, he was possessed by the joint from the Upside Down, and he was going crazy and all screaming and stuff. Man.
Is that when they were dressed like little Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
And then Elle, she went to find her sister. I don't know why they didn't like capitalize on that. Remember she found her sister, her fake sister. Why they
didn't bring her back? Because the whole Vecna thing was cool, number one, all that. But why they never bring her back? Her sister. There was like a whole other group of number people.
Yeah, it basically was.
And we never saw them again.
Did they even explain how they escaped? Because I'm confused.
They say, all right, we heading out. And she said, okay. Like, I don't.
They was like, go ahead.
Farewell.
Yeah. They got their little fair ticket.
Her sister's power was tough, too. Like, I remember when you first seen it, they were robbing that bank and the bridge fell.
Yeah.
And all the cops. I was like, oh, her power is crazy.
Yeah, because she had the power of the illusion, right? She can make people see stuff.
Yeah, she can make you see what she wants you to see.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, Elle better call her up. I'm like, yo, man, this upside down shit getting crazy. We need this.
Get some backup.
Like, yeah, remember when I ran off? I didn't really mean it. You know what I'm saying? I need your help. I got it. Vecna drawn.
Here's a crazy.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was gonna say, here's a crazy thought that I had today, though. Like, is the upside down really bad, or is it just like one who's controlling everything to be bad? Like, if one wasn't ever pushed into the upside down and they somehow got to the upside down, would it be this bad place, or would it just be a different dimension that we're not used to?
Shit. After seeing them Demogorgons, I ain't gonna say it's a good place. I ain't.
Well, I mean, so think about
it.
Yeah, think about this. Think about if you lived in the upside down. So all that stuff, you're used to that. If you come to our world, you're gonna see tigers and stuff running around, and you're gonna be like, think that's crazy too, right? So I mean, it would ideally be the same thing, just again in a different world.
Yeah. I'm thinking about them damn Demogorgons. I'm like, I can't get used to that. Because seeing a tiger locked up in a cage at the Philadelphia Zoo kind of different from seeing a Demogorgon on my lawn.
And the face.
You know what I'm saying? Just opening his mouth and shit. I'm like, no, man. Man, that ain't the same as no pit bull. I'm sorry.
That's interesting though.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, what if someone else was in control of it? What would it be like? Just another dimension.
Yeah, or even previously, but like before he even got pushed there, like when there was no one there, or ideally no one there, like did just no one run it. It was just like an area where nothing happened.
Maybe it's like you said, like if because he's bad, he turned it that way. Because when he first fell into it, it wasn't nothing. It was just like mountains and stuff. So maybe that's what it is. Like his energy or something just made it be this terrible place. I'm not gonna lie though, I mean, like if you take out the bats and the Demogorgons and all that, it isn't that bad. Like the ambiance.
The ambiance, shit.
The sky is like a red or something, like a very like. Ooh.
I'm not gonna lie though, I'm not trying to defend him at all, but like if I did this whole thing and I came and like killed all these people and I was like this like great wizard at doing all this magical stuff, and some little girl came and like pushed my ass into like some other dimension, I'm about to be mad too. Like I'm a petty person, like I'm making everything bad too. I'm out for blood.
That is pretty salty. Like you took out your whole family, a whole lab, soldiers, and this little ball girl just pushed you, yeeted you to another dimension.
He was just punching the hair, her little bald head ass.
He's like, I can't wait.
I can't wait to get your ass season 4. Man.
He said season 4.
Well, he about to go crazy season 5.
You know how that In the Club video with 50 Cent, he like doing the sit-ups like from the ceiling? That's what Vecna was doing, like gearing up for 11, like all right, doing his little sit-ups and stuff. Like I'm gonna get it.
He's like, go Vecna. But here, Vecna got a tank top on. But Lonnie, I appreciate you coming over, man, and geeking out with us about Stranger Things. It's been fun, man.
I know, it's a great time, anytime.
But yeah, that's all I got about Stranger Things. What about you, Samantha? That's it.
What a ride! I mean, what a season, right? Ups and downs, highs and lows.
You just say you hated the season.
No, I liked it. I mean, we got to see Elle smack a girl in the face with a skate.
Yeah.
I mean, that road trip in the desert, the pizza guy, it was great. A lot to enjoy. We had a lot of good memories back there.
With that being said, I go by the name of Steph Urkel, and co-host.
Okay.
And this has been another episode of Millennial Dungeon. Peace.
Bye.
Yeah. Urkel.